Hi students, can you guys see me and hear me clearly? Please tell me in the chat window if you can see and hear me clearly. All right, excellent. Welcome back you all. I just want to check how many of you were present in the session last time. So there's a poll going on. So if you have not answered the poll yet, please do so now. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds to answer quickly so that I know how many of you know about the previous session. So there's a large percentage of you guys who've already attended the first session, which is great. So today's session is going to be a continuation of what we discussed in the last session. So that's going to be good. We will still, don't worry, the ones who've not attended the last session, I'll still do a quick recap for you all so that you are up to page with everything, and then we proceed into discussing the elements that we could not discuss the last time, which we will cover today. So lots of useful and interesting information is going to be covered today in our session. All right, so stick on. For those of you who have still not subscribed to the Knowledge Planet YouTube channel, please do so now. This is your time. Before we begin the session, just subscribe to the channel and hit on notifications so that you do not miss out on these kind of wonderful videos, sessions, events that we will regularly organize for you all now going forward. All right, so I have the vote results with me now. All is good. We will begin the session for today. Guys, I'll do a quick recap, as I said, about the last session. So what did we discuss in the last session? We got to know about the full forms. DASA stands for Direct Admission to Students Abroad, and CIWG stands for Children of Indian Workers in the Gulf. These are the quotas which are created, admission scheme quotas created by the government of India to allow NRI students easy entry into the top engineering / architecture colleges in India, right? So DASA, the DASA program, CIWG is a program which falls under DASA. DASA has two categories. One is regular DASA, one is CIWG. Regular DASA, can you quickly tell me what is the major difference between regular DASA and CIWG? Can you tell me in the comments, please? What is the biggest difference? Yes, Arjun says fee. Barry says fee. Yes, good. So the biggest difference between DASA and CIWG is the fee structure, of course. Gulf students, Gulf and NRI, Nitin says, yes, that is very important. DASA is worldwide for any NRIs across the world. CIWG is specifically for students in the Gulf region. Now, the DASA fee, as we discussed last time, regular DASA fee is close to 6 lakh rupees a year, whereas the CIWG fee is just 1.25 lakhs per year. So it's almost 5 times lesser as compared to the regular DASA fee. So obviously, most students aspire for the CIWG seats first and then for regular DASA seats. Anyways, both of these schemes are superb. They are exceptional from the perspective of letting you get easy entry into good NITs, triple ITs, etc. So that is superb. What did we discuss about which are the colleges that you guys can get into? The major colleges that form a part of this are NITs, there are triple ITs, there's these top architecture colleges like School of Planning and Architecture, Delhi is a part of DASA scheme. Then you have colleges like DTU, or it was earlier called Delhi College of Engineering, and then you have colleges like PEC, etc. So a broad range of colleges which fall under the DASA scheme. All right, and you can get entry into all of these colleges through DASA. What was the main eligibility criteria to enter, to be qualified for DASA? Can you tell me quickly? Where do you need to do your schooling? In which grades does that schooling need to be for you to be qualified as a DASA student? Can you tell me? So some of you guys are asking, when will we have the session for NEET? Possibly next week or the next to next week. Soon we are going to have your session for NEET as well. We understand that there are a lot of students here who want the NEET session. We will organize it very soon. We will keep you informed, and that's why I'm saying, guys, subscribe to this page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, so that you will know when the next session comes out. All right. So yes, NRI 11th and 12th, 11th and 12th. Yes, and 11th and 12th has to be outside of India. 11th and 12th has to be outside of India. All right. 11th and 12th does not need to be in the Gulf. As long as your parents work in the Gulf, you qualify for CIWG. But just make sure that your 11th and 12th, you do not go back to India for 11th and 12th. That is the critical condition for you to qualify under the DASA scheme. Good. You guys heard me well last time. I like that. And you remember that information and you recall that information. You guys are brilliant students. Good. There's nothing that motivates teachers more than students who pay attention, listen, make notes, recall the information when it is asked, remember, apply logic to it, and use that information to get ahead in life. Right? And you guys are doing all of that. Almost everything I can see here right now. So that's great. All right, guys. What else did we discuss last time? We discussed the fees. We discussed. All right. Now, what we need to discuss now. Today's session begins now with new information. We are going to talk about what are the number of seats under DASA. What is the number of seats under DASA? Let's talk about that. You have two categories as we have discussed, and within each of these categories, the number of seats right now, the number of seats for 2021, the number of seats is approximately 2,300 here, and under CIWG, the number of seats are about 800. Wow, that's a lot of seats. That's a lot of seats reserved for you guys. These seats are for yours to win and for yours to lose. Such a simple, straightforward mechanism to get into top engineering and architecture colleges. And if you still can't make it, I'm sorry. That means, most of the time your focus has not been there, or not even tried to find out about the process of getting into these colleges. Because if you find out about the process and you put in decent amount of effort, not a lot of effort, not spend days and nights working hard and studying and doing nothing else, but just a decent amount of effort also can get you into one of the topmost colleges in India without having to put in the kind of effort that students in India have to put in, because the competition, as I told you last time, is almost 100 times more in India to get into the same seats. You have 100 times better chance of getting into one of the top engineering and architecture colleges as compared to students back in India. So that's a brilliant opportunity, guys. It's for yours to win and for yours to lose. Right. So if you have, I don't know, what is this? Now, if you have almost 3,000 seats to get into these top colleges, why is everyone not graduating from top colleges? What's going on? Now, the question we should be asking is, are all these good quality seats? Are all these seats good quality seats? And the answer is absolutely not. No way. There are a lot of seats which are not considered top quality seats under DASA. So if you are a decent student, if you're a good student, you want to get into one of the top colleges because DASA allows you to do so. So which are those top seats and top colleges? How do you identify which are the best seats that form a part of DASA? Let's get into that. So there are some colleges which are in high demand under DASA and CIWG. Which are those colleges? Well, So within NITs, the best colleges are Trichy, NIT Trichy, NIT Suratkal, NIT Warangal, NIT Calicut, NIT Allahabad, NIT Jaipur. You all can see, right? Today my handwriting is much better than last time, isn't it? So these are some of, I may have missed out on a name or so, but more or less these are the 6 most sought after colleges, mostly in this category or so. Suratkal is very highly preferred by NRIs, specifically also because they have a very nice campus, special hostel arrangements for NRIs, etc. So since you guys are from the UAE, you are used to plush living, luxury living. So students tend to be more comfortable there because of that aspect that they have nicer hostels for NRI students. They're more expensive hostels, but they're nicer hostels. But of course, Suratkal is a very good college in itself, right? So these are the colleges, and within triple ITs, you do not have one of the top triple ITs because Hyderabad is not a part of the standard DASA scheme. But you can get into Hyderabad through another way, through SAT1 and SAT2 exams. But we'll talk about this some other time. All right, today we are going to talk about DASA and CIWG only. Then you have SPA. Now, if you talk about the number 1 architecture college in India, the most sought after, like the MIT of architecture, if you have to say in India, that is SPA, School of Planning and Architecture, Delhi. I know there are a lot of you out there who are architecture aspirants, right? So SPA Delhi is the place to be for architecture aspirants. Then you have a very prestigious college, DTU, Delhi Technological University, which was earlier known by the name of Delhi College of Engineering. So this is a brilliant college. If you do not mind going to Delhi, some of you are from South India, if you do not have restrictions going to Delhi, DCE is a brilliant bet to be, right? A lot of companies which go to IIT Delhi for recruitments, for jobs, after they finish their job rounds at IIT Delhi, they end up in Delhi College of Engineering or DTU. So there's a lot of spillover good quality companies that DTU tends to get from IIT due to its proximity to IIT Delhi. All right, so great college. Then you also have a wonderful college, PEC Chandigarh, Punjab Engineering College Chandigarh, very prestigious, very sought after college, which is a part of DASA. PEC also has aeronautical engineering, aerospace engineering, one of the most sought after branches there, because there's very few colleges that offer aerospace engineering, but PEC has all the other branches as well. So these 6 of these, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these almost 10 colleges are some of the top colleges within DASA out of a total of about 50 to 60 colleges. So about 20% of all DASA colleges are the good colleges. So does that mean that these were 3,100 seats? Out of these, 20% are good seats? Tell me. What is 20% of 3,100? Can you quickly tell me? Quickly. Quick, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. In comments, how do you calculate 20% of 3,100? Within 5 seconds. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Naisha gets the reward. Naisha comes up with 620. That's the right answer, Naisha. Good job. And then Aditya. But guys, come on. We have to do this faster. We have to do this faster. It's so simple. Let me tell you quickly. Math session, math class now. What is 10% of 3,100? Just drop the 0. That's 10%. 310. 10% is 1/10. So just drop the 0 into 2. So 620. That's it. So quickly tell me, what is 40% of 3,100. Now faster, I want a faster answer. 40% of 3,100. Okay, your comments are coming slow here actually because we have slow motion enabled here. Yes, very good. Wonderful. See, your math has become so much better in 5 seconds. You have to use these shortcuts, guys, to solve. All right. Okay, coming back. I get tempted to talk about math and physics whenever I get the chance. So let's come back to the session. So are these 620 seats, are all of these seats good just because they are in the top 10 colleges? No, they are not. They are not. Out of these seats, then you have to start looking at the best branches, the most sought after branches in these colleges. All right. And not all branches these days are the most sought after. Yeah. So which are the branches which are in demand the most? So give me some space here. Let me just take off this as well. All right. So which are the branches which are in maximum demand? There is electronics. There is computer science, of course. Mother of all branches these days. Everybody wants to be in computer science. Yeah. So very, very highly sought after. Then some of you opt for electrical. Although the charm of electrical has gone down in recent years, then there is mechanical. But the point is, these days, everybody wants to be in the world of technology. So these are the most sought after branches. And then, of course, architecture is a fairly sought after branch by a lot of students with a creative bent of mind. So architecture is there as well. So these are some of the most sought after branches. So that further reduces the number of good quality seats in the good quality colleges. So net, if we have to bring this number down to the best seats in the best colleges, you are talking about a final number which is going to be about 300 seats. 300 seats are the best seats in the best colleges that you have access to. These are the seats that you want to go after. And out of these 300, approximately 200 are going to be a part of regular DASA and 100 are going to be a part of CIWG. So see, your competition has gone up significantly now. Now we are talking about, out of 3,100 seats, the best seats, out of about 3,000 total seats under DASA, the best seats are about 300, out of which 100 in CIWG, highest competition in those 100 seats, and then the next 200 within DASA. That's the number of best seats that you are looking at. All right. So I'm just quickly checking the points I'm supposed to cover with you guys so that I don't miss out on anything. Are all these seats good? We've covered that. All right. So the next thing that we need to cover is, if these, so these are the 300 seats that we all are after, or we should be after, each one of us. Let's get into further details on how do you get these seats, what do you need to do in order to get admission under this scheme. All right. So let's remove all of this information now. Let's clear this. Okay. And we make my pen smaller. Right. So what is the exam that you guys are supposed to write in order to qualify for these categories? What is that exam? You have to write, we discussed this briefly last time, you have to write the JEE main. The standard JEE main is the paper one. You don't have to specify it as paper one. Whenever somebody says JEE main, they always mean paper one. But there is something called JEE main paper 2. So whenever somebody says paper 2, you know this is not the standard JEE main. This paper 2 is specifically for admissions under architecture related courses. That's for architecture admission, BArch admissions in architecture. All right. So almost every one of you who's not looking at architecture, who's looking at all the other branches, you only have to write the main exam, which is JEE main exam. Now, I will get into a little bit more detail, which is a very interesting discussion we'll get into about how JEE main has changed the landscape of admissions under DASA scheme, because there is a huge change that has come in under DASA, and I'll talk to you in 2 minutes from now. But before that, I want to talk about something else which is very critical, which is, yes, so under DASA and CIWG, how much weightage is given to your board marks or your school marks? We've discussed this briefly last time. You guys spend 90% of your time chasing school marks and board marks. What percentage is given under DASA scheme for school marks and board marks? Tell me. What weightage? Yes, zero. Zero weightage is given to school marks and board marks. If you guys are so smart and you guys know this, why do you end up wasting all your time only on school and board exams? You need to spend more time preparing for your entrance exams, because these are the exams which will actually get you out of school and put you into a good college and set you up for life. That's the thought process that needs to start coming in students. That's the wisdom that you need to show. That's the planning that you need to show. That's the intelligence that you need to show. You will do well in school and boards. I always tell students, if you are preparing well for entrance examinations, you will automatically do well at school and board exams, because they are a cakewalk in front of entrance exams. All of KP students do exceptionally well at board exams automatically when they're preparing with us in the program, right? So don't worry so much about school and board exams. You're going to do fine. But if you worry all the time about school and board exams, and if you end up spending 90% of your time chasing school and board exams, you are not going to get one of these 300 seats. That's for sure. So we need to have our focus right. We need to be smart about our preparation. You all of my students, when I say hard work or smart work, all of you love to talk about, oh sir, smart work. I'm a smart worker. I'm not a hard worker. I'm a smart worker. Yeah, you all say I'm a smart worker. This is what smart work is. If you're really smart, you should know what is your goal and what will help you achieve that goal. Are you being smart about how you are spending your studying time? If you're still spending 80-90% of your time only preparing for school and board exams, guys, you're not a smart worker. In order to become one, you have to change the way you put your time into different kinds of exams right now. All right. So somebody's asking, IITs do fall under DASA or not? No, IITs do not fall under the DASA scheme. That's an exam which has been left out of the DASA scheme. Right. So zero weightage for school and board exams. We need to prepare for entrances. There is no running away from it. Now, let's get down to how do you apply for DASA and CIWG. So basically, DASA and CIWG admissions are opened every year at a certain time. So we know what is the time when we start doing these admissions. So you will get notifications from KP. If you've signed up for our newsletters, if you're a KP student, of course, you will get all this information from time to time. So we will let you know when you have to apply. So you just have to apply online, and you have to mark your interest in DASA or DASA and CIWG. So these are two options. You can choose to only focus on DASA admissions, or you can choose to focus on DASA and CIWG admissions. So both these options are available for you. And what you get is, if you apply for both of these or either of these, if you apply for both of these, you're going to get three kinds of ranks actually. One is, you anyways write your JEE main paper, right? So you don't have to write the JEE main paper twice or thrice or 4 times for DASA. You just write the JEE main paper once, and once you've written the JEE main paper, you get what is called an All India rank, AIR. So this is the magic number that you see on all of KP's posters when those wonderful results are declared, that all previous records have been broken. Yeah, that's a little bit of KP good stuff advertisement I'm talking to you because we're passionate about this. It's important that you guys know that your KP is number one in results. So this is the All India rank that we talk about when we mention that the best ranks have been achieved, or this is All India rank 300 or 200 or 500, whatever, right? So so let's get down to ranks. Yeah. So you get something called an All India rank under JEE Main, which is not a NRI rank, which is your global rank. All the students in India and outside of India who write the exam, they get this rank called All India rank. Now, if you are an NRI student and you have separately applied for DASA and CIWG, your marks in the JEE Main exam are sent to the DASA committee, and you get two more ranks. What are these two ranks? You get a DASA rank and you get a CIWG rank. So you get these two kinds of ranks, and then based on either of these ranks, so you may have a DASA rank of, let's say, 151, and you may have a CIWG rank of 65. All right. So you have two of these ranks. Based on these ranks, then you are considered for admission into the DASA seats which are available. So what you generally, it's a little bit complex. You don't have to bother yourself about it right now. We will guide you at the right time. But just to tell you a little bit about this, the way this happens is when you create your account on DASA website at the time of admission, it asks you for your list of colleges and your list of branches in a certain order. Like my number one choice is NIT, Trichy, computer science. My number two choice is NIT, Surathkal, electronics, etc. So like this, you will give your full selection of choices, and based on your DASA and CIWG rank, these admissions are going to be decided. Okay. Do you have any quick questions right now? Do you have any quick questions? I have not been reading your comments, guys. So if you had any questions, if you asked some questions above, please ask them right now. When I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my screen to check your comments, etc. All right. So if you have any questions, quickly. Until now, I can't see the time here. Oh, okay. We are almost done with time. Okay, is IIT under DASA? No, IITs are not under DASA. Are there any benefits given to NRIs for IITs? No benefits to NRIs for IIT admissions. So in JEE Main, should we get in top 30,000? Yeah, yes, absolutely. More than 30,000 actually. Number of times IIT main exam happens, ranks of students, number of times IIT main exam happens. So basically, JEE main exam happens twice a year right now, once in January, once in April, and the best of two scores is considered for admissions. Aaron asks, do we need to apply while applying for JEE only, or do we need to apply separately for DASA also? So you apply separately for DASA, guys. DASA admission process is separate. You apply for JEE main independently and take that exam, and you apply separately for DASA. Good question, Aaron. Shaunak, sir, when we clear the JEE exams, are there other IIT college entrance exam we should give to get into IITs? Absolutely. So when you clear the JEE main exam, you qualify to appear for the IIT entrance exam, which is called JEE Advanced. Based on your performance in JEE Main, you are selected to write the IIT Advanced exam, the JEE Advanced exam, and based on your marks in the JEE Advanced exam, you get selected into IITs. Sir, what is the difference between IIT and triple IT? IIT stands for Indian Institutes of Technology, and triple IT stands for Indian Institutes of Information Technology. As the name states, IITs generally have all kinds of engineering, and triple ITs are largely focused on information technology engineering. So computer science, electronics, information technology, and those sort of things. So more tech oriented. Okay, guys, how many choices can I make, Nirmalas? You can make unlimited number of choices, so that's totally fine. DASA student JEE Main rank change in second exam. Yeah, so DASA, you only get one rank after both your attempts of JEE are over, so don't worry about that. What is KP result for IIT? Thank you for asking. We love to talk about our results. I'm delighted to tell you that this year, there's so many things to talk about. This year, we've broken the 60-year record of IIT results. We have achieved, our student Siddharth Kaushik has achieved the best rank in the history of the JEE Advanced exam, which is All India rank, I think 301 or 310, 301, I think. That's the best rank in the history of the exam. Not only that, guys, 90% of all IIT selections from the UAE, 90% of all IIT selections in the UAE are all from KP. This year, and even in the last 4 years, 5 years, more than 80% selections every year from the JEE Advanced exam come only from KP. And we also have not only IITs, we also have the highest number of selections in the NEET exams also. And this year, since we're talking about record breaking, JEE Advanced record got broken, even the NEET record got broken. Our student Arsalan has scored a best ever rank in NEET of 501 from DPS Sharjah. Fabulous. So Siddharth Kaushik is from IHS and Arslan is from DPS Sharjah. All right. Okay, guys, you have a lot of questions. I'm so sorry. I wish I could talk about skeptical skeleton advertisement again. Sorry. I'll move on. See, I'm giving you good quality information here as well. All right. Cool. Let's move on, guys. So there is this massive thing that I want to talk to you about. Very, very important thing. So today's session, I actually wanted to cover this today, but I think we'll cover this tomorrow since time is over. Not tomorrow, but next week. So let's do one thing. I'm going to talk about something really, really important for DASA and CIWG next week. We are going to tell you what has changed. There's a big change which has come in DASA from the year 2021. What is that change and what does it mean for you? How does it impact your preparation? How does it impact your chances of actually getting selected for the best DASA and CIWG seats? We are going to talk about that. And also in the next session, I will talk to you about what is the difference between the earlier versions of selecting you for DASA and what are the new schemes and what is the difference between the two and how does your preparation change. I'm also going to talk to you about the final tips. So next session for DASA versus DASA and CIWG is going to be my last session on this topic, and we will elaborate on all these things. And what we're going to do is, it's going to be the most important session because we are going to give you some concluding remarks. We're going to give you some final advice, pieces of information which you guys need to remember from these 3 sessions combined. What are the most important takeaways and learnings from these sessions, and how does that impact your preparation, and how can you get into these top colleges? We're going to talk about all of this in the next session. I hope today's session was good. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to the KP page, and see you guys same time, same day next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Please leave your feedback here in the comments if you enjoyed this session. This really means a lot to us, and it motivates us to really take out the time and energy. There's a whole team behind doing these sessions for you all. So when you leave honest and good feedback for us, it really motivates everyone in the team. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you all. See you next week. Bye-bye.